In Canada, BC is one of the most beautiful places to live and work. Yet many parents in BC with low-wage jobs end up facing impossible choices. Buy their children clothing or heat the house. Feed the family or pay the rent. Child poverty in BC is very much a low-wage story. The vast majority of BC's poor children live in families with working parents. The solution is both practical and simple. It's called a living wage. What is a living wage? It's the hourly wage needed for a family to afford basic everyday expenses, such as housing, food, clothing, utility bills, and childcare. The hourly living wage rate is based on the living expenses of a family of 4, with both parents working full-time for 35 hours a week. The living wage rate doesn't cover things like owning a home, saving for retirement, or saving for children's future education. And it's calculated based on what it costs to live in a specific community. So living wage rates change across BC as living expenses change. The living wage for Metro Vancouver for 2015 is $20.68 an hour. Other communities around BC are calculating their own living wage amount. In 2010, New Westminster was the first city in Canada to pass a living wage policy, whereby all staff, including contracted service staff, will be paid a living wage. 37 other living wage campaigns across the country are following, including Calgary, Hamilton, and Waterloo, joining over 140 municipalities in the US. In London, the 2012 Summer Olympics are the first living wage Olympics where all 130,000 workers were paid a living wage. All of these places have reached the conclusion that living wages are good for families and good for the local economy. Parents who have extra money in their pockets spend this money locally. In fact, KPMG, one of the world's largest and most profitable accounting firms, is now a living wage employer in London, UK, and has publicly stated the benefits of the living wage. Successful organizations across BC are becoming living wage employers. Is your organization next? For more information or to calculate what it would cost your organization to adopt the living wage, go to www.livingwageforfamilies.ca.